Hey everybody, and hey Fiddle, welcome. So I was just a little late because of Windows 11 again, but here I am. I actually need to pull my reference still because I had to restart the computer. Um, what was uh, Twitch saying, Fiddle? By the way, welcome Chase as well.
Schedules on Twitch is weird. Oh, Nemo, is your chat working now?
I don't know. Let me see. Yes.
Okay, yeah. When Nemo was in my stream yesterday, he was having trouble seeing the Twitch
Not
chat.
only me, my pal here also he was streaming from his place, but he could not chat. He could not read the chat. So I don't know. It was a weird issue. Only here though. Only here. It's sad there wasn't anything today for some reason. There is. Yeah. Well. Go figure. Go figure. Fiddle. I don't know. So I want to do some call outs of this. I don't know if I want to work on different color schemes for this, but I want to do some call outs before moving to the next one. So, and I also fixed that weird issue we were having, with the fact that it would get stuck. It was a feature that's not working in this version apparently, called a pan. Flick pan. If anyone is actually experiencing the same problem, you go to Preferences, Tools, and there is Enable Flick Panning. You turn it off and it's not going to happen again. So that was the issue. Wish I found it out before. But anyway, better than not finding out, I guess. So I want to keep this in a new window so that I can reference.
I've never used the schedules on Twitch. Does that automatically set up a stream for you, or is it just like a reminder thing?
Probably just a reminder. Wait, the weird mouse going wherever it wants on the screen? No, it was like when I was panning, sometimes if I did it too fast, it would get stuck. Like instead of being the normal mouse, like in one direction, it would yeah, sure. Like this direction, it would be the other direction, and it would do nothing. So I would have to make a new window for that, and it's just a stupid feature. It's not working. It's not working well, so I disabled it. So let's see. I wanna. You could get some actual better reference of a carnivore eating, because I want to do some call outs here. So this is probably gonna.
Who are you calling out?
It's called call out.
Right, but who are you calling out?
I don't know. It's nobody. They're just called like that for some reason.
Well, I think Nemo is gonna call out Cheese. Where is he, Cheese? You're getting called out.
No. When you do a concept piece and then make like specific action sequences, or you pick out some parts and you draw them a little more in detail, those are for some reason are called call outs. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. I have no idea. I could actually make the call out of the skull and make it. See, it's a little frontal.
Fiddle is demanding a compy.
No, why would I make a compy? It's gotta be this one. Well, I can make a compy being eaten by this, but that would be too small, like this sort of size, I guess. So I don't know. That would be Too easy. No, they're not cute. They're somewhat venomous, and they make you fall asleep, and then they eat you. They eat you alive, basically. They don't even try to kill you. They just eat your intestines out. No, they're not friends. This is gonna be an actual dinosaur. By the way, I was listening to a. That's not a dinosaur. That's not a dinosaur, Fiddle.
What?
What? Godzilla.
That's not a dinosaur. That's debatable.
Did you not hear the sound? Oh, right, because you cannot hear stream sounds, right?
No, I can't.
Yeah. So yeah, he played the Godzilla sound. So I was listening to a podcast a while ago about the T-Rex. It was pretty interesting. It was a paleontologist talking, and he's like a specialist. I forgot his name, honestly, but he's like a T-Rex or a Tyrannosaurus, but specifically a T-Rex specialist. And he was talking about the fact that T-Rex skeletons, well, fossils, had a lot of damage. So they were probably the most aggressive theropod back in the days. And they would not only be aggressive towards other species, obviously, and preys, but also towards their own species, subspecies. So apparently intra-species fights were a thing. They would literally rip themselves apart. Looks like they found some teeth in the skulls, like T-Rex teeth in the skulls of other T-Rexes. So
that's not really that surprising. I mean, that's what birds do today. They're very much like we talked about this before. That's why they can't keep shoebills in the same like pens and zoos and things like that, because they'll actually kill each other. So it's very strange that shoebills are not aggressive towards humans at all, but they are aggressive towards other shoebills. I just read this. There's no way that this can be possible, but these two guys were looking at computer models of compies, and they estimate their max speed was 40 miles per hour. I am skeptical of that claim.
40? They're pretty small for being that fast. They would have to like jolt their legs really fast.
Yeah.
You cover the kind of. Yeah. Who knows, though? I don't know. Godzilla is a kaiju, yeah, but not all kaijus are. I don't think kaijus are necessarily dinosaurs.
A lot of them are, but they aren't necessarily dinosaurs. That's true.
Also, they're not real dinosaurs. So
they're kind of based on them, but yeah.
Where is the laser zoom here? I lost it.
Like Anguirus is clearly based on an ankylosaur, and Angorosaurus is based on a Tyrannosaurus. But yeah, not all of them are.
I guess kaiju is just a big monster. Big monster.
And Rodan is obviously a pterodactyl, but it's
Some
not
sort, yeah.
entirely a pterodactyl. Yeah.
Of some sort. And apparently, unlike the... So what this guy said is that after all, the T-Rex in Jurassic Park, at least in the first movies, is probably the most accurate you can get in pop culture. But there are a few things that are off. It did not have feathers, apparently. So this is the widely accepted theory at the moment, after going back and forth a little bit. But it did have lips, like lizards. So you wouldn't see teeth like this. like the the way the T-Rex is usually shown, because it would have lips. So that's less intimidating, obviously, and less cool. I like it without lips, but it did have them. And also, he said that the jaw strength, so the actual bite strength and force of the T-Rex was probably the strongest in the whole theropod realm. So once a dinosaur takes a bite from a T-Rex, probably does not survive because it's really
Yeah,
just
I'd
strong.
imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah. So even the like all the fights in the various movies where T-Rex bites on something and then the other dinosaur kind of gets back up, that's probably not a realistic thing. For how
Yeah, I
big
think
it might be. Yeah.
the T-Rex had hair. It's not normally what we consider like feathers, like feathers on a chicken or something. That's more like what velociraptors had, but it did have like patches around the neck and things like that. It was not covered in feathers though.
No, I don't think they used lipsticks. Did you read the book Jurassic Park, Fiddle? Compies are even scarier than you might have seen in the movies in the book. And there is actually, if you watched Camp Cretaceous, there is a reference to the book because it's a thing that was very different in the movies, and they thought they should reference to it. Yeah, I highly recommend the book. It's even better than the movie. If you like the movie, you're gonna like the book. So this guy's gonna have a little, like, I guess, harder part here in the middle, a little more bony and scaly than the actual skull bones on the side. They make a little bit of a ridge, probably. Something like this. Let's see where. Got it. I feel like newer movies always become boring. Yeah, they are kind of boring for me, at least. As I said the other day, the problem is that they do not feel threatening. Jurassic World, the first one, to an extent, is still pretty okay, I would say. It's not good. It's okay. There are some things that I am very not happy with, but there is a bit of a Jurassic Park mood, although not as much. The newest one, no, just didn't have that. It's the main issue I have, as I said, is that it feels like there is no consequence of anything. So, oh yeah, there are some dinosaurs here, and just wandering around, and oh, there is no effect on the ecosystem at all. Hey, you fall into a nice lake, but hypothermia is not a thing. So, it's a little too much.
I like the part in the first Jurassic World when the dinosaurs actually get unleashed and start eating people in the park. That was pretty fun. But then it's like it gets to the ending, and then the T Rex and the Velociraptor are teaming up against the Indominus, and it felt like a superhero movie. I'm like, this is just ridiculous.
That would not happen. That would not happen. I don't think it would happen.
And then after the Indominus gets eaten by the Mosasaur, the T Rex and Velociraptor look at each other and give each other a small nod. I'm like, is
Pretty
this
much.
an anime?
That
Are
is,
you
yeah,
kidding
that's
me?
ridiculous. That was extremely ridiculous. Pissed me off quite a bit. Hmm. It was just not only not realistic in terms of dinosaur habits, but also stupid. Animals don't do that.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that they tried to make the T-Rex a hero or the Velociraptor a hero. They're still wild animals and they're extremely aggressive. You cannot tame. I disagree with the whole concept of taming Velociraptors because they're extremely violent and extremely wild and disagreeable animals. It's not like you can tame a tiger. You cannot even tame a tiger, actually. To a degree, you can do that, but it's not exactly taming.
And they will always have a wild instinct that you can't fully tame.
Yeah. And the fact that in this movie, oh yeah, let's live in the woods. There are dinosaurs rampaging the whole country. Just have a cabin in the woods, like stay there and chill. Sure. No problem, right?
Yeah, Fiddle, that entire attack sequence, that was like worth the movie for me in the park. Especially when that annoying British lady got eaten by the Mosasaur. That was awesome.
Well, the point is that there was still an idea that hey, these are wild animals and they should not get out, and if they get out, it's going to be a problem. But then they actually got completely out, and it's not a problem anymore. It's like, oh yeah, let's get used to it. Coexist, sure.
Well, it felt satisfying to me because it's like these idiots keep trying to make this park, and it's obvious that this is going to happen. And it's like we've just been waiting for it to happen, And so finally, they just show us, yep, the dinosaurs escaped in the park, and they just start eating everybody. And it's like it almost felt good. It's like, yeah, we've been trying to warn you for 4 movies that this would happen, and now it's finally happened.
Yeah. They didn't care. Hey, there was an accident that showed that this was not a good idea a few years ago, but hey, let's try again. It's like the guy running the same code 10 times, hoping for a different result. Oh yeah, it's gonna be different.
That's why the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the ending of the second movie, Fallen Kingdom, annoyed me so much. Is like, so they had all the dinosaurs trapped, right, and they're getting ready to kill them all, and it's like, that's actually the correct decision. Just these animals aren't meant to be in this time period. Just kill them all, and then we can end this and move on. But no, the little girl says, they're just like me. Let's free them into the wild. I'm like, is there nobody here with any sense or intelligence?
They also kind of, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but I think they're not even agreeing on the plot of that in the latest movie, because they kind of walk their steps back and say, hey, well, it was not exactly like we said in the last movie. It was a little different. And
really, they retcon that?
It's more empowering. Let's just leave it at that. So...
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Fiddle. All I know is that the Mosasaurus is very big.
I'm not sure if it actually changed size. I didn't pay attention to that. Honestly, I was much more concerned with things that were extremely wrong to notice subtleties. Personally, and very annoyed by several things. But it looks like some people liked it. Obviously, more power to them. I just couldn't get past these very serious issues. Mosquitoes on my tablet. Go away. Teeth. In the A Previously Mentioned documentary, I also learned that the T-Rex didn't have many teeth, but they were very large and very strong. So they basically they were spaced wider, but they were extremely large compared to other theropods. That's why they had less.
That makes sense. Crocodiles have the greatest bite force of all animals. Yeah, crocodiles have a 3,700 psi bite. So, in comparison, yeah, if a human bites into a steak, that's 200 psi. To give you an example, hyenas, lions, and tigers generate around 1,000 psi. So, a crocodile has almost 4 times the bite power of a lion or tiger.
Jeez.
How much? I'd like to know how much does a hippo have, because those have pretty.
Oh, those are pretty
bite
strong
force.
too, as far as I know.
Hippos have 2,000 psi.
Hey,
So,
Saman,
crocodiles-
welcome.
Crocodile still has about twice the biting power of a hippo. I wonder if there's any estimates on the T-Rex's psi.
Oh, they probably are.
I mean, it's,
How are you, Saman? Guys, do you know if folic acid tablets help with common cold? I don't think, as far as I know. So there's an old say here: a cold gets better in 7 days with medicines and 7 days without. I don't think if it's a virus, there isn't much you can do. It's you gotta sweat it out basically and just wait until it goes away. You can take some ginger the first symptoms. It's probably gonna make things a little better. Or it did for me a few times, but not always. So I'm not sure if it's actually placebo effect or. So I don't
God.
think. Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus had a bite force of 35,000 newtons. So that's more than double the bite force of a crocodile.
Nice.
And a crocodile has the strongest bite force on the planet. Wow.
Yeah, the T-Rex is cool. That's another reason why I don't like the way they treated it in the latest movies. Oh, it's just a pit. Sure. Sure, it is a pit.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. So Fiddle sent me the image of the Mosasaurus, like in the beginning when they're feeding at the shark or whatever. And it does look gigantic in that scene, but later on when it kills the Indominus, it is like a little roughly bigger than it. So there is some discrepancy in the size, it seems.
To crank up that blender scale factor. His teeth could be like this.
So yeah, based on those bite force estimates, I would have to agree with Nemo's earlier characterization that if pretty much anything got bit by a T-Rex, it'd be over.
Yeah, it would break.
It would tear you to shreds.
Yeah. You just pull a large chunk of anything, but with a single bite. So.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. With that kind of force, like even if it's an elephant, it's tearing a chunk off of it.
Yeah. And some say that it would also, bob the head left and right to kind of like what the crocodiles do in water. So they start spinning to tear the meat,
Yeah,
basically. The flesh.
thrashing.
Yeah. And so they would do something similar, just, tilting the head left and right. And then pulling, obviously. It was pretty interesting. Actually, I will, if I not forget, I will link it later in the Discord. The name of the guy was Clayton Fioriti. The host and the paleontologist was a friend of his that's apparently very expert in T-Rexes.
Yeah, crocodiles are their bite force is incredible. I watched a video one time of like a zoo, and this one crocodile kind of made another crocodile angry, and the other crocodile bit its leg, and I mean it completely tore its leg off in one bite. So don't make crocodiles angry and get close, because
Probably not.
they are known to even tear off the limbs of their brothers and sisters. So
Yeah. Now, technically, callouts would have to be larger versions of what you already have there to show more detail. But this is not very much larger, and it doesn't show more detail, but it shows a little bit of the open mouth, which is, I guess, kind of obvious. But let's just leave it here. Let's try some little. So what could it do? It could be.
Fiddle sent me a video of a guy putting sunglasses on a crocodile. It's not the smartest idea.
People like to have suicidal thoughts and
They do.
suicidal actions. You seen that video on Joe Rogan? Oh, the crocodile one, someone?
I don't know if it's the same one I'm talking about, but I haven't seen that on Rogan.
I want this leg to be on top of this, I guess. And then this to be planted here. Something like that. Except, so this leg would be here. Something like that.
Sounds like food in a few minutes. Are you sure you want to eat after we've been talking about? Unless you're like really into frog legs.
You.
But you're not French, so.
Are you French, Fiddle? Are you secretly French?
French, Swedes, you're all degenerates. It's all the same.
A dog bowl? No. No, I don't want this to be dumb. Dumb is for Saturdays. This has to be a serious thing.
Yeah, we make serious creatures here. We definitely don't make horses sitting on toilets reading newspapers.
That was just an extra. That was just an extra. You should drink a little more.
That was that. I think that might have been before Fiddle's time too. That was early on.
I was saying you should drink a little more to forget things a little better. That's a big prey, though. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's leave it.
You have to make it one of the wimpy dinosaurs that it's eating.
Wimpy? Like
a Parasaurus.
Okay. There you go.
Or a Gallimimus.
Super.
Like that scene in the first movie when they're all like hiding under the log from the Gallimimus,
Yeah.
and then the T-Rex just comes out of nowhere and eats one.
That is apparently, probably because of the size, is apparently a behavior it could have had, because it's not a dinosaur that would be able to chase you for a long time because of the mass and the amount of energy that it would spend just running. It was probably more like a, not exactly ambush, but sort of a stalker type of dinosaur.
Probably, yeah.
You were in the Napoleonic Wars and served as the commander on the French side. Really? I was St. Ellen, sir, monsieur. I was St. Ellen. And Elba. Was it fun? Let's get work here. Some more of these. So I could exaggerate them a little more to do it there, but it could be a little more rocky and random. There's a lot of
Barbecue sauce.
Ooh, wow, help me, daddy boo. Why daddy? Help me, mommy, maybe.
I wonder how dinosaurs tasted.
I don't know. Eat a bird. I guess they tasted like birds.
I guess, yeah. A velociraptor tastes like chicken. Kentucky Fried Velociraptor.
Kentucky Fried Raptor. Raptors. Let's do that now. Duck is really tasty.
I've never eaten duck.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten duck either. Like actual duck? I don't think so. I don't remember, but I don't think so. Might be wrong. Did you say that because you ate pâté, monsieur? Foie gras? All right. Go hunting on your local pond. There's no pond here. Have a good dinner.
That might actually be illegal.
That is illegal. You need a license to hunt
Yeah.
here. You cannot just go hunting. You would get.
Maybe not
I
in
think you would
China.
actually get arrested. Also, because it's illegal to have
Chinese.
weapons.
Chinese really like duck in their dishes. Like pecking
Really?
duck. Yeah.
I don't know much about China. Except I learned there was a figurative artist named Kranz Kuchart, who is Chinese. I didn't know he was Chinese. Well, sorry, Taiwanese. Taiwanese.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh God! Please correct. Can I correct
I know
that
it's a
for you?
typo.
It is a typo. In fact, I don't see it on. It was removed from YouTube. It got removed from YouTube. But I see it. I see it there. I see it in my feed. Oh God. We know it was a typo. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's all right, buddy.
We know it's a typo. Don't worry. Not gonna judge you for that. Oh God.
He says you and I are next to each other, and I have huge fingers. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I know it was a typo. It was just funny to read.
Uh,
You know what? I think this should be a little further away. God. I've never really tried to quote unquote animate a dinosaur, so this is all very experimental. I don't even know if I'm gonna leave it as a call out.
No, I've never eaten duck. Like I've seen dishes of foie gras and things like that, but I've never actually personally had them.
I had no, I did not have. I had a canned version of pate uh, many years ago. Oh, my mom was buying it for some reason. But I've never eaten the actual foie gras, also because I'm not rich. Tastes. Oh God, that is not a typo though. Jeez, man. I would not eat that. I would
Um,
not eat that.
yeah. Well, I mean that is a thing though. In America too, we have what's called Rocky Mountain oysters, which are basically bull testicles as a dish.
Ugh. I'm gonna throw. No, that's very far away from my taste. Apologies if it is a good dish. I don't think I will ever be tempted to eat it, no matter how nice the offer is.
Yeah, you guys have that too.
We only have real food here. Sorry, that's the.
From what I've heard, it's not too bad. So, but
The
if you don't want to eat bull testicles, that's fine.
yeah, no, it's just bull nor other animals. Honestly, no. Sketch is a little sketchy. We have to actually pull the arms up a little bit. Not like that.
Well, thankfully for Saman, nobody else is here, so nobody else is going to see that gaff he made.
Yeah, it's not recorded on YouTube, so. See how I can rearrange these arms. Well, first I'm gonna make the other foot first. So this goes to this side. So this leg is lifted up, and so the thigh is hidden. So we see the lower leg, and then the dinosaur here should probably be a little closer because I want it to be that, maybe. This finger. So the ankle is here. So this is the small finger. These are the toes. Obviously, for this one, the toes are not gonna be ripping. It's got pretty small toe claws, let's say. So it's not like the raptor that's got the retractable claw, the talon there. So it's mostly he's gonna just pull down the or push down the prey with the weight of the limb and itself. I'm thinking. What other weird food do you have in the US that are normal everywhere? What do you mean, normal everywhere? No, I know there are some people that eat animal brains. I find it very gross. I don't even eat liver, but that's because I find it disgusting. Like the smell, it just makes me super nauseous.
Yeah, I've seen like lamb brains and like calf brains served as food.
Yeah, that's not my thing. It's just too
not
disgusting.
common here.
It's just too gross. I gross out pretty easily, so there are a lot of things that I do not eat because of that. Like I don't eat raw meat, for example. There are people who actually eat it. They do a tartare, but I find it disgusting, so I don't like to eat raw meat.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I forget how to pronounce it. Saman, you probably can correct me. There's one that's called like a magaz. It's like very popular in India and Pakistan and whatnot. It's like the brain of a cow or sheep, and they put it in gravy or something. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's like Maghaz, magaz, something like that.
CUBWXY and Z. Let me get a parasaur because I got it wrong probably.
There's one in Ark, right?
Hmm? What do you say, sorry?
I said, isn't there a parasaur in Ark?
Oh yeah. I'm just not sure that I got the. Well, I think the head is pretty much correct. So it's like duckbill. They're actually called duckbills. So yeah, I don't know. It's just a generic shape. Although I think I want to clarify that a little bit. This is a proper call out because it's a scene, so. Yeah, I've got draw on top of it, but first this one is repeating, so I'm gonna do it from here. Multiply is fine. And this one will go.
Hey, Nemo, I think that we should sue Pokemon for copyright infringement.
Why?
By the way, so for those who don't know, it's kind of a leak, but in the new Pokemon games coming out, there's like 4 versions of Tauros,
Yeah.
and it has a different type depending on the markings it has on its body.
Oh,
so there's a
God.
fire, and then there's a water,
Really?
and then yeah, and they look the same
Uh-oh.
except like the markings are different and change the type.
Had this happened a little later, I would definitely suggest you do it. That's kind of lame.
That's kind of crazy. Although in our case, the markings are different. Like in this one, like if it has the red markings on the top, it's a fire type, and then it's like the same markings. They're just lines on the bottom.
okay.
Makes it water.
Okay.
So ours is more clever, but thought that was a little interesting.
Damn you, Pokemon. Oh, I actually triggered a few people today because I get the feed from our Pokemon on Reddit, and there was a guy who said, why are the new designs so uninspired or something like that? And I'm like, hey, don't be afraid to say they're bad. Because he was like, oh, I don't want to say they're bad, say that. But they're just, kind of uninspired compared to some of the previous ones. And I'm like, yeah, well, don't be afraid to say that just because you're afraid of triggering people. And I actually triggered people. Said, oh, these are one of the best, not one of the best. These are some of the best designs we got recently. So, well, yeah, recently. But they're also bad. So...
I sent you the link to all of the stuff that came out. You're gonna have to follow the link to look at the original, see them in better, to be able to zoom in, because you can't see it based on what I sent you there.
So the game did come out basically to someone, or was it like a database?
Well, yeah, people get like early copies sometimes, and then they just leak them.
Why not?
Oh my god! So this is kind of a spoiler. So anyone listening, go ahead and mute me if you don't want to be spoiled. But Dunsparce has an evolution in the game. They gave him one, and it's the laziest evolution I've ever seen.
Dunsparce with the +1 written on it?
It's Dunsparce, but they gave him an extra set of wings.
Wow.
And they
How clever.
added like another ball to his body.
I think it's not normal not to use everything of the animal that you kill. I understand your point of view. At the same time, I just find it disgusting. So I just cannot make myself do it. I'm not saying it's wrong or anything. I just find it gross, personally. I see your point, though. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste. I guess I'm also a bit spoiled because, it's easy to just find the meat you want here, so... It's probably not like that back in the days. Still, I would not do it in any case. Even if I had a chance, I would probably just not eat it. I would just eat the parts that I like. I know it's a bit probably spoiled. I don't know, or picky. The brains and other parts are just too much for me.
Nemo, check your DM on Discord.
Yeah.
So you can compare the original to the new evolution.
Ah, that is pretty lame.
Yep.
I'm also taking a look at the original. That's all of them. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 100.
It's like 108, something like that.
Okay. Wish there was one that was at least good. Oh, wait a second. Does the pig become 2? No, right? It's just that there are multiple in the picture.
I think, yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Why
I think it,
is
has
there
branching.
a Minecraft Pokemon?
I was gonna mention that, yeah.
That is a Minecraft Pokemon. That's so lame. How can we show it? Because it's gonna be spoiler if I show it. The game is not out yet. I don't want to be copyright strike or something.
Yeah.
So I cannot show it live. You do not have Discord, so we cannot send it to you. I don't know. Trust me on the word. Oh God, the Titan has a pre-evolution. It's horrible. It's disgusting. Yep. What is that? That's gross. Oh man.
I can't.
It's a box. Yeah, it's a box with blocks with the voxels. Jesus.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's a voxel. The first one looks like a freaking mushroom from Mario.
Is that a like a creepy Jigglypuff evolution there down there? Second last row, third Pokemon. Oh God.
Well, I know what that is. I don't know if I can spoil that, but
it looks like Jigglypuff. So it's like
it
some of the previous Pokemon have like Halloween versions, or ghost versions.
Well, I guess I'll spoil it. Some of the Pokemon have a past version and a future version. Oh, so that one is like the robotic future version of Jigglypuff.
Oh yeah, let's justify the fact that we cannot design things by saying, "Hey, these are robot versions." That's why they look so different, and they look like they not belong to the same world. Except in the Pokemon anime, at least they had a robot Pokemon, and they were just like the actual Pokemon. But I guess it's not canon. Right?
They finally listened to the fans and they gave us a car engine Pokemon. That's cool.
Yeah, everyone was asking for that, right?
Yeah, I think Pokemon might have jumped the shark a little. I will say that the Ghost Dog, I like his evolution more than the original. It looks better.
There is no dog bow, Fiddle. And there won't be.
That is one big pile of shit.
No, it's not a big pile of shit. It's a dinosaur. It's a dead dinosaur, Fiddle.
That is one big pile of shit.
I'm looking at what's the flamingo Pokemon is just a flamingo. Did you see that?
No. You want one? Draw it. Yeah, that's just a flamingo. It looks like a plastic flamingo from a cheap movie, like one of those ridiculous flamingos you put in your backyard or front yard.
But it's like not. It's not even stylized. It's literally just a flamingo.
It is. Also, I am noticing the stark difference between some Pokemon and others, like that Grafaiai and Wiglet. Also, why did they give them different names if it's just the regional version? I won't say what I read instead of Toad's cool. the original version of Tentacool, I guess.
Toad's cruel.
Toad's cruel. Oh god, these are so bad. Hello, Greek name. No, sorry, Russian.
It's Russian.
Cyrillic name I cannot pronounce.
Cyrillic.
I'm sorry. Are those two eyes? I can't read Cyrillic or Cyrillic, unfortunately. Wiglet is a different Pokemon from Diglett. It's
Yeah, that's
different.
true.
It's different. Air quotes.
That's different, but the new Tauros are not different, even though they're different types, and I don't understand. And the Wooper isn't different.
Whooper. Yeah.
Oh my god, that new Primeape looks ridiculous.
Oh well. Hopefully the next one is gonna be better.
Well, maybe because they did fire the art director for this one, so
Hey, there's a vacant place. Hello.
I don't think the new Tentacruel is that bad. It's weird, but
I don't know. I just think that
it's also kind of yeah. I mean, it does look like a recolor though, so
Yeah, they're not exactly imaginative. With all that budget, again, the issue is that they've got the largest budget of the industry, and they cannot hire someone that can make, outstanding designs. Why? Some of these are passable, some of them are not. But
I don't
it's not
understand.
really-
So it looks like we're getting a grass fire Pokemon for the first time, but what is it? Because like the first form is a Kappa,
It's-
and then the second.
It's fire that caught. It's grass that caught fire.
That actually, you know what? That actually looks like a Dragon Quest monster. The evolution of that.
Maybe it is. Soon on your telescreens,
Capsicum.
Square Enix sues Pokemon over copyright.
I mean, it even has the same color scheme. I showed you the Dragon Quest monster on Discord so you can compare.
Oh, that's a pepper thing.
Right, so is that what it's supposed to be? In the Pokemon
In Dragon
version?
Quest, I guess it's a pepper. A couple of peppers. And which one are you referring to on the Pokemon list?
The Scovillain, the one next to the flamingo.
Oh, that's true. What the hell is that? That makes no sense. And the one next on the right of the flamingo is also ridiculous. Oh, there's a dolphin there. What a nice design. Oh god.
The first one is okay. What's the second one supposed to be?
I don't want to know. It's like a big chin.
A bodybuilder dolphin? Okay.
Yeah. Huh. That's exactly what people were asking for.
Some people probably were, but
Ugh. Fiddle, were you wanting a bodybuilding dolphin in the next Pokemon game?
well, congrats, you got it. I don't like these starters either,
No, me neither.
even their evolutions. The second grass cat evolution is okay, but then the third one is, yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't take a look at the evolution. Oh my god. Okay, the fire one is probably the most acceptable. The third one at least. But oh man, the water. Oh, the water. What is that? It's like a kinky bird. Jesus.
I think it's supposed to be like a flamenco dancer. Like a
Are we
Spanish
fan of
dancer kinda
Yu-Gi-Oh
thing.
cards? It depends on what you mean by fans. We play it. I am a fan of the design of some cards. What about you, Chase?
No, I hate Yu-Gi-Oh.
He hates Yu-Gi-Oh because it's too annoying to deal with some people when you play Yu-Gi-Oh. He also plays Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's not happy to play Yu-Gi-Oh. We actually played Duel Masters together, and he destroyed me a few times, and so he
No,
streamed it.
you got that wrong. We played Master Duel. You're thinking of the other game.
See, okay, you know what? I
Yeah.
still get confused about that. Oh, Johnny Teacher. Hey, thanks for subscribing on YouTube, I think.
I wish we played Duel Masters. That'd be more
I
fun.
wish so too. Well, there is a game, but it's not exactly a game. It's called Duel Masters Play. It's not really that great.
Why the heck did they make the mimic monster like a surfboarder?
Why not?
That's so dumb. That's so
Give me a good
stupid.
reason to not do that.
Because it's dumb. Pretty good reason.
Well, in that case, they should have not done a lot of other things, which they did. So
Yeah, I'm sorry for spoiling the designs for the game for you guys, but I think of it as like a warning against buying them if you're thinking
don't buy the
about it.
game. Don't give permission to these people to just shove very unpleasant games up that place of yours. Don't give them permission to just treat you like this. Seriously, it's not fair to people who actually put effort in making games, like Chase, who doesn't have a budget and he's still making a better game than this, probably. Or I'm pretty sure, actually, not probably. Because I'm designing the monsters. So at least the monsters are going to have...
I'll say my designs are better than these.
Yeah, they are. So, Armed Dragon. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I don't know about the series, though.
I'm familiar with the Armed Dragon cards. But... Are you talking about the originals or the newer ones that they made?
Fiddle wants to be added to your game. Chase, he wants to be a main in the game.
Maybe you have to appeal to certain crowds, I guess.
Fiddle, it's not that kind of game, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. If you're expecting a hentai game, that's not happening. I'm making an actual game that you can play and is serious.
You know, with real writing and stuff. I know it's not common nowadays. You know, it should be benevolent. No, I guess so.
I'm just staring in awe at some of these designs.
In awe. Or like...
You know, some of them are honestly not that bad. Like, I don't mind the electric bird thing. I asked because that card has evolutions like Pokemon. All level up monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX are like Pokemon evolution. Yeah, that was a gimmick that they did back in that time period, but they never really did anything else with that. It was like Pokemon, though, you're right, with like the armed dragons. Like the smallest one, the lowest level one was like a child and it progressively got bigger.
I should make the head like this. The eyes are in the correct position of the parasaur. Yeah,
parasaur.
No. Probably something. Because the bill should be.
Parasaur. Parasaur is the beta of the dinosaur world. It's a beta. We need to make that a clip that you can redeem points for.
Beta?
Yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson saying beta.
You know what? You should watch Dominion.
I should.
Yeah. just the first part, I guess. Until the term is used. It's actually, there is a character that's called Beta.
It's actually a what?
There's a character called like that.
Called beta?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. It's not a joke. Ask Fiddle. There actually is.
Like, is that a nickname for them, or
No.
somebody called them that?
It's a given name. It's a given name. It's decided. It's not a nickname. It's the, well, I mean, you could say it is, but it's also the name. So, because it's not a person. Not exactly. Although I guess they would want it to be a person.
Okay. I looked it up. Apparently there's a raptor named Beta.
Hey, isn't it stupid?
Okay.
I thought it was incredibly stupid to call a raptor Beta.
You're a beta.
It's a raptor, come on. Oh god.
Well, maybe it's a beta male. Kind of raptor that wants to date a single mother and take care of her children.
Okay, something like that. It doesn't matter. I don't have to draw the parasaur. It's just a little bit of soul and some dripping blood and a puddle of blood.
Wasn't all of them female, though? Well, I mean, they could
A-
change sex, so that's how they
Yes.
reproduced. Yeah.
Because of the frog DNA.
That's why it was a big deal in the first movie when they're in the forest and Grant discovers the cluster of eggs. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, how are they reproducing?
Yeah, and I had such a bad joke, I could tell now. That's gonna get me in real trouble. Maybe even legal trouble, so I probably shouldn't say it.
What, regarding eggs?
No. The other thing.
Oh, because switching
yeah.
sexes. Yeah.
That's probably gonna get me in trouble. Seriously. Pretend I said it.
Well, you see, these raptors, they just want to win women's sports.
Oh, forgot a piece of tail here. There you go. Alright, okay. Okay. This is okay-ish. Yeah, it's fine. Probably the arms are a little small. It's fine. Yeah, I like it as a cool about to eat pose. Probably it's like the mouth is pointing like there down, but yeah, I didn't know how to turn it better. Let's pretend I did it right. Other call outs. Actually, let me fill them in, and then I can probably just call it done for this, although they need to be in a better layout.
Fiddle, I don't know if that's a joke or not.
What, frogs stopping their heart? That's what you mean?
Oh, I thought, okay, yeah. I thought he was, well, I know that part. I thought he was referencing what we were talking about before.
Oh.
I'll tell you after the stream.
All right. So I'm going to add a gray layer underneath here. Oops. Brown. Or a white layer. What's this color? Let's go with a layer. Too dark. Right.
Chase cross Nemo time. Well, this might be hard to believe, but Nemo and I do actually talk before and after the stream. We don't just stop talking like weirdos.
Yeah. I think maybe once it happened because I was in extreme rush, so I just left. Maybe one of the first times because I was not used to streaming, and I just was trying to handle things properly. But then usually, yeah, it's not something I usually do. I just leave. I'm not Japanese. I just like treating non-in-person relationships and interactions the same way I treat in-person interactions. That would be extremely weird.
That's not just Japanese, I can tell you that. Sometimes if you're talking to like an Asian girl, for instance, not saying anything, but sometimes they'll just hang up on you without saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Don't go into VR chat if you want to keep your sanity with friends. I think avoiding VR chat is probably a good idea in principle, but...
Yeah. I've never done VR chat in any case. I haven't really tried a lot of VR. Just a game once. That was pretty much it because I didn't like it. I felt it was gimmicky and dumb. At least in that case, if it was a Namco game of some sort. In a game center, Namco Game Center, like stuff they have in Japan. I did not enjoy it. I don't know. I like the concept of VR. I don't like the implementations. I am much more interested in AR, honestly, than VR. AR sounds way cooler than VR to me.
AR is pretty interesting, yeah. VR, a lot of them are kind of like, they're sticking with the virtual reality gimmick, and then the gameplay itself is usually pretty banal. So it's like you can play like a VR shooter or whatever, and the gameplay isn't actually good if you took away the VR aspect, which I feel like what you want is a game that could be VR, and then it's still good without it, but the VR enhances it. And too many games are like, the gameplay itself is boring or not interesting, and the VR is just kind of a gimmick.
AR has got a ton of possibilities. Like you could literally make a live RPG with monsters spawning here and there in your house, or anywhere else. Like if you had proper AR glasses or stuff like that, you could just go around and see them. That would be awesome. But also very difficult to achieve probably at this stage. I'm hoping one day maybe. That's way cooler for me than just VR. The VR is, you wear the headset and then you're zoning out, and it's also kind of nauseating. Kind of like Pokemon Go, but better. Because Pokemon Go, I had it, I tried it. It was not satisfying for me though. Like the gyroscope was all messed up. You get Pokemon like going through walls and things like that. I mean, actually well done. AR. To answer some sorry. Stay. Some metal there. Oh, action.
Give me waifu dating simulator on VR. That's what I'll play. I have to use my VR to pick up the wine glass to drink from it and eat my food.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here. Probably gonna leave it at this for this dino. Let me duplicate it, scale this up just a little bit. Kind of like where it went. It's a pretty decent concept. Yeah, I like it honestly. Oh, let me just fix this real quick. It's a decent dino.
Yeah, the expensive nature of VR goggles kind of it does kind of keep some of the market out.
Yeah.
Battery life is less of an issue these days. The technology advanced a little bit, but that has made it expensive too.
Oh, Jesus, what did I do? Uh-oh. No. Flipping mask, that's what I wanted to do. Dodge. Opacity. Now you know what, I'm gonna do it as it is. Never mind. I'm gonna add grittiness later. Do something else. So let's stop here. We're done with this one. I'm gonna leave it at a concept phase. I'm pretty happy with it. From tomorrow, we're gonna start the. We're gonna do actually the pteranodon sort of thing, flying dinosaur. So I think it's gonna be fun because I like pteranodons, and it's cool because you can, unlike terrestrial dinosaurs, you can play around a lot with the crest shape of pteranodons, I think. So I'm looking forward to that and trying to add some interesting features. Might do some studies first and then the actual thing. What did I do here? What happened? Why is it? Okay, something weird happened. Why is it so gritty? Huh. Okay, you know what? I don't care. Leave it. So let's rate someone.
I was going to suggest this guy. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's verified accounts only chat.
Oh, okay. Well, never
But
mind.
he is doing Jurassic World Evolution 2 for charity.
Oh, well, let's just go then. Doesn't matter. Just be present. You might appreciate it.
He's a King Trubs here. I'll post the.
Oh, I think you can also
there.
raid. You can also start a raid if you want. Let me do it. Okay, let's see some Jurassic World Evolution then, and I guess let's draw some more dinos tomorrow. And until then, well, thanks everybody. Thanks Fiddle, Saman, the new users from YouTube, whose name I forgot, and who's one of them I can just read the name. Thanks Chase, obviously, for the help. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, same time. Take care.